Good morning and welcome to the Mechanics Bank Vintage Grand Prix located in Lexington, Ohio at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Racing Course. Today is very special as we have over 220 vintage race cars all prepared to race at speed. Some of these cars are worth millions, some are priceless. Some people collect art, we race it. Also happening at this event is the Can-Am Mini Challenge. Can-Am stands for Canadian American. And this is a tribute to the rivalry between the Canadians and Americans racing classic Mini Coopers. We have over 52 classic Minis all racing at speed on the track at the same time. No separate classes, no division, all on the track at the same time. This is really exciting stuff, guys. Please subscribe because we're going to be showing you videos every day for the next week with in-car footage, driver interviews, cars you've never seen before. We even have some aerial footage. So get ready, fasten your seatbelts. This is exciting, fun stuff. I'm getting ready to go interview Nick Swift from Swiftune Engineering, so stay tuned. I'm so excited to be here today because my special guest is none other than Nick Swift of Swiftune Engineering Limited out of the UK. Nick has traveled a long way here and he's going to tell us about this magnificent piece of candy underneath the bonnet of Andy Nelson's car. This is a stunning piece of jewelry you've created, Nick, and we are so thrilled you're here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm so pleased to be here. The invitation seems a long time ago now. The whole build up to this thing has been probably nearly 2 years, you know, so to actually get here this weekend is just an excellent, awesome experience for me.
Can you tell us what you do over there? These are spectacular. I mean, these are championship winning race motors. Yeah. How did you get there?
Okay, well, Swiftune's been going for a long time now. Next year we'll be celebrating our 50th year. So we've been doing this for a long time, specialising just in the A-Series engine. So what we have today represents all them years of hard work and development.
Absolutely.
And the dyno time, the race programs, the whole thing accumulates to today. So what we have here is a 1310cc motor, which is plus 40 standard stroke. But the crankshaft is one of our ultra special DC5 2s. So it's the second recreation of the DC5 kit. What that is, the DC5 stands for double counterbalance 5 main bearing. So it's got 2 false main bearings. Obviously we can't put 5 in the block, so we've got 2 false main bearings, which gives us the opportunity to have double counterbalances in between a dead straight com rod. The downside to the conventional mini crankshaft is you have to run an offset com rod. The centre line of the journals are offset to the centre line of the bore. So what we've done, we've moved it all across. You get a dead straight rod, you don't get any of that thrust angle, supping horsepower basically.
That's brilliant, it's brilliant.
And that with the super lightweight rods and the very, very lightweight pistons that are CNC machined from billet aluminium slugs, really high, good quality Nippon rings. And the feeling is just incredible of smoothness, and it's just effortless coming up through the revs.
You know, I have to agree with you. I was watching you during a test session. This motor and this Mini is distinctly sounds different. It's distinct. It's almost quiet and smooth, but it sounds very different.
Yeah, I mean it is quite interesting. We seem to be one of the only cars running on a silencer, but I know exactly what you mean. You know, it seems it's effortless to pull itself along, you know, and you're forever just grabbing another gear as it gets to its maximum. The rev limit that was set in the first one, so we've knocked that up, so we were running out of revs at the end of the straight, so I'm looking forward to giving it another go and just see what that's about.
Tell us about that Swiftune gearbox in there.
Yeah, that's a real lovely sort of jewel in the whole crown, really.
Yeah.
It's our US spec 1.69 ratio first gear, so everything is really moved up towards that top gear, so very close ratio. So the rev drops are really evened out. So the rev drop between first, second, third, up to fourth are very even.
Close.
You know, very close. We're around about the 1200 RPM drop, I think it is, something like that, on every gear change. Whereas if we go back to our English spec gears that we have, because we don't do the rolling starts,
No
we do
rolling
standard
start.
start.
Yeah.
So that becomes then a lot more spaced out. So we'll drop a lot more revs as you go from second through to first. So it's a bit of a strange thing, because I obviously don't get a chance to drive these very often with the US spec ratios in, and it takes, not get used to, but just to accept that funny feeling. You think, oh, it hasn't quite gone in, or I haven't got that, but it's there. You know, you've gone straight in. The gear change is so smooth, but the rev drop is incredibly close. So really, really good. And that coupled with our new Tranex Mark 6 limited slip diff, which offers all the normal characteristics of a plate type diff, but we don't run any preload. So you could jack up this one side of the car and you could just spin that wheel like a free diff.
Really?
Yeah, no preload whatsoever.
Again, brilliant.
Absolutely. At Goodwood last year, we worked out, when we tested it, we worked out that on a long, fast open corner, we were getting power sap as you're coming through that corner, and then we developed this diff that stopped the power sap, and we gained 2 or 3 miles an hour at the end of the straight. So that was really, really worth doing.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Nick, I really want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your generosity, for sharing with us today. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, please click the subscribe button and visit swiftune.com. Thank you.